Mr. Patterson, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, in recognition and honor of our colleague from Santee, you have got to be kidding me. I mean, members, this bill is nothing more than an attempt to nullify key conditions for the use of bond funds under Prop 1A. So to avoid a shell game like this, voters prohibited any use of bond funds on high-speed rail construction until and unless upfront assurances that a functional high-speed rail segment can be completed. The High-Speed Rail Authority has to do two things. They've got to identify all funding to complete the segment, and they must demonstrate that, if so, the corridor or usable segment thereof would be suitable and ready for high-speed trail operations. Members, this is really a shell game. This is playing with language in the most grotesque way. This is a revision of what the voters clearly stated was their intention, to be suitable and ready. This bill turns that upside down. They actually mean the opposite in this bill, because it would be unconstitutional to amend a voter-approved measure without a new vote. So we're playing word games. The bill is framed as a, quote, clarification. According to the bill, suitable and ready, members, actually means ultimately suitable and ready after additional planned investments. In other words, they can't do what they want to do because they can't make it suitable and ready, and they've got to find additional money somewhere in order to, quote, after additional planned investments are somehow discovered. Members, this allows the authority to begin construction at any time without any assurances on any segment that they so choose. Members, this definition defies common sense, and it circumvents the clear will of the voters. Members, we have got to remind ourselves that the purpose of the funding restrictions in the Bond Act is to prevent the authority from doing precisely what this bill allows them to do. That is why the segment needs all funding identified and suitable and ready for immediate high-speed operation upon completion. The purpose of the Bond Act is being absolutely undermined if any conventional rail segment can be considered suitable and ready. Members, words matter. The word ready, according to Merriam-Webster in the dictionary, says prepared for immediate use. That is an impossible set of circumstances to achieve. Without suitable and ready requirement, there is nothing to prevent the authority from using bond funds to do just about anything they want to in the name of so-called suitable and ready. Members, if you pass this bill, we've really gone through the looking glass. I mean, everything is upside down. Words don't mean anything. What the voters have said doesn't mean anything. And in the name of quote-unquote clarification, we are essentially and irretrievably doing something that I don't think we have any authority to do. Revision is not within the purview of this body's ability to do. This is why many of us, and I would just suggest whether you support or oppose high-speed rail, it is important that we revere and respect the intentions and the explicit directions given to us by the voters. And members, if you don't like what the voters did, have the courage to stand up, say so, and re-vote the project under all of these different sets of scenarios. Members, this is not only a bad piece of legislation, it does serious damage with this body's relationship with the voters.
30 seconds.
And it clearly is an effort to use language and obfuscation to basically do something that is not only something we should not be doing. But members, cast a vote for this, and you're doing something dishonest. I respectfully ask that you vote no.